Hello. Welcome to LinkedIn Live at Data Safeguard. With me, Mr. Elliot Lowen, our co-founder and Chief Privacy Officer. Hello. Thank you. Today we have a
Hello.
very nice topic, the new India Privacy Act. Indian lawmakers on last Wednesday, that is August 9, 2023, passed a data protection law that will dictate how the tech companies across users' data amid criticism that it will likely lead to increased surveillance by Indian government. So, Elliot, my first question to you: what is the new India Privacy Act?
Thank you, Damo. As you mentioned, it just went into effect on the 9th of August, 2023. I would say it's a comprehensive piece of legislation. And the aim of it is to protect the privacy of individuals in India, not so much give surveillance to government. The act defines personal data as any information that can be used to identify an individual and sets out a number of principles that organizations must follow when collecting, using, and storing personal information. They've done a very good job of taking the best of GDPR and what the United States has done at the state level and combined it into something which is the latest in privacy acts.
Okay, that's great. So, I would like to know what are the key features of the new India Privacy Act?
Good question, Damo. Thanks for asking. I think the best way to put it is there's four key features. The first is consent.
Mhm.
Now organization must obtain consent from individuals before collecting their personal data. And the consent can't be a bureaucracy or a bureaucratic mumbo jumbo. It must be freely given, specific, informed, and unambiguous. The next part is transparency. Organizations must provide individuals with clear information on how their personal information and personal data will be used. This information must be easy to understand and accessible to the individual. The third point is individual rights. Individuals have a number of rights under the Act, including the right to access their personal data, which is profoundly important, the right to correct their personal data, and the right to request that their personal data be deleted. And then finally, the Data Protection Authority. The Act establishes a new government entity called the Data Protection Authority, or DPA, that will be responsible for enforcing the Act. The DPA will have power to investigate complaints,
Okay.
issue orders, and impose fines. But there's really nothing in the act which says you, the government, much, increase your expenditures for surveillance.
Got you. Thank you so much. Another question coming up to my mind: what are the potential benefits of the new India Privacy Act?
That's a good question. Really, all acts should have their benefit.
Yeah.
Um, in this case, the potential benefits of the new act are quite material. The first one is increased trust between individuals and organizations. The act will help to increase trust between individuals and organizations by giving individuals more control over their personal data. This will make individuals more likely to share their data with organizations, which will benefit both individuals and organizations and at the same time keep control over that data. We think there'll be increased data security based on what has happened before this act was implemented. The act will require organizations to take immediate and material steps to protect the security of personal data. This will help to reduce the risk of data breaches, which have a significant impact on individuals and organizations. It's really one of the reasons that we're in this business, Damo, to
Yeah.
create products like ID Redact and ID Mask to provide the tip of the sphere protection for the individual data by corporations. And also, we think, along with our product, which is very innovative, there'll be an increase in innovation. The act will create more predictable and secure environments for data-driven innovations. This will encourage organizations to adopt new products like ID Redact and ID Mask, and will be in a new looking for data-driven products and services. This will benefit the whole Indian economy in a material way.
Superb, superb. Thank you, Elliot. Another question, after potential benefit normally comes to my mind are what are the challenges to the implementation of the new India Privacy Act?
The challenges are not simple, and there are several. The first challenge I would think is a lack of awareness. Many individuals and organizations are just not aware of the new act and how it's going to impact them. They could unintentionally, therefore,
Okay.
be in non-compliance with the act. So there's a rather important educational step. Much like your LinkedIn Live, there has to be more and more public exposure of what this new act does and training for the individuals. Another one would be lack of resources. The DPA, or Data Protection Authority, will need to adequately resource to effectively enforce the act. This could be a challenge given the limited resources of the government today and the willingness to fund this agency. And then probably the most difficult to measure, but a large challenge, is the cultural factors.
Yeah.
The culture may not be conducive to privacy protection, of sharing personal information with others. This could make it difficult to implement the act in a way that it's effective and acceptable to individuals, in fact, the whole Indian population.
Absolutely, absolutely. Then my last question may be coming to my mind. What is the future of the new India Privacy Act?
Well, based on what has happened in Europe with GDPR and the state, there's a certain amount of uncertainty how the act will actually be rolled out. There, as you mentioned, there's already been a certain amount of mixed reactions, shall I say, with some people praising it as a significant step forward for privacy protection in India, and others criticizing it as being too weak or too bureaucratic. I think it remains to be seen how the act will be implemented in practice as opposed to theory, and whether it'll be effective in protecting the privacy of individuals in India. So, Dom, I see us spending other LinkedIn Live sessions going over the maturity and life of the India Privacy Act, as we've done for other acts in the United States and Europe. It's something new, and being something new, there's always challenges. But I'm very optimistic that once an individual realizes that even if a company has their personal sensitive information, they still have control over it.
Superb, superb. Thank you, Elliot, for your wonderful insights.
Thank you, Dom.
So, guys, today we talk about the new India Privacy Act, and what are the key features, what are the potential benefits, what are the key challenges so we may face while implementing these, and what is the future of the new India Privacy Act. We are from Data Safeguard, a Santa Clara, California, Silicon Valley-based AI-empowered startup in data privacy solutions. You may reach out to us. I look after the chief growth part of it, where I'm looking for potential business partner who can we can act as our referral business partner, reseller, co-sell with us, system integrator. We look at globally. If you are the one, please reach out to us. Thank you, Elliot, and I appreciate your time. And next week, we will come up with another topic on data privacy. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.